Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another post-war recap with your buddy old pal Lee. And in today's episode, we're going to be going ahead and covering all that has to do with probably the most stressful war that has come out so far. So I treated this war as a marathon, and on the final day, got to 100 million points. I actually fell just below 500, which if I would have went a little bit harder, at 500 I would have gotten one extra stimulant and one extra hakka. I don't care that much. Either way, I got the rewards I was happy with, and all in all, I would say this war was a huge success. I have come to realize that 3-week wars are miserable and not really the easiest thing to grind because it gives you the same amount of hakka that it would off of a 2-week war. So luckily, we are getting a small 1-week break before the next war starts, of which will be going from January 15th to January the 29th. So 1 week of break before another 2-week war, which should be a little bit more lax and probably be 20 million points, which is way, way easier. So that's nice. We also have some other stuff here. New story, you can fight. I think Hanami is actually one of the bosses inside it, so that's interesting. We have a new Akira here as a boss with, honestly, a really nice portrait with 8,000 HP, 470 attack, 230 defense, 10 AP, and 7 durability, with a unique skill of 1.3 times the defense of, I imagine, just herself whenever she breaks an enemy, which actually isn't that important. The other units that I know that have this is one of the War Tokas. I don't remember which one. I think it might be the Anteku one, but I don't remember entirely. And Birthday Psycho. I don't find it to be that useful, especially because breaks are seen as so valuable right now. Granted, she could be good for, I guess, if you need a green tank, but yeah. We also have plus 100 attack, plus 300 defense, plus 3 durability, and 10% evasion. Nothing too crazy there, with a, seems to be a ×2 2-hit 5 durability damage attack. I should probably translate that, shouldn't I? I'm gonna go translate that. See you in 1 second while I check this. Okay, so inflict double damage to an enemy unit ×2 the attack power. And weapon resistance -5. So that means 5 durability damage, 2 hits, and 2 times damage. So very basic DPS thing from the Akira. Honestly, I would say that she's nothing too special, but obviously grind her out and you get that sweet hakka, which is the main thing to do during off-season. Additionally, during this war, we do have this Naki in the Jailer's outfit going away. So if you are looking to grind up a unit during this war, I would say that's the one to do. Mine is actually currently at 9 out of 10, I believe, with like 20 materials already. So should be easy enough to max out. I'm probably going to try and take it easy for the rest of this war period or off-season period, because I'm good. I am so tired of grinding right now that I just kind of want to relax and play other games and have a good time with it. So yeah. And now we get to cover probably the most exciting thing that I've been trying to avoid talking about. So here we have a new Hinami unit. Festival Hanami has been dropped for the first time, and she is actually pretty sizably fantastic. However, she is made to be a replacement for a certain unit by the name of Narukami, but in the blue section. So that's kind of meh. We'll go ahead and cover what she's all about right here. So first and foremost, very basic fest banner with 30, 40, 50, 40, 50, 40, 50. So that's always nice. Guaranteed SSRs at step 5 and step 7. Fest banner guaranteed on step 5 and rate up on step 7, so that's nice. And here is probably one of the fanciest and strangest arts to me, because a lot of the art inside Tokyo Ghoul Invoke so far, they make use of the fact that they have a limited zone that they're meant to be in. Now, some of the units recently have been expanding outwards and kind of becoming bigger. the Owl Eto actually cuts off on her Kakujas on the 2 sides, like her Kagune cuts off on the sides. Kagune Urie, his Cosmos cuts off at the top. This Hinami just stops caring. This Hinami cuts off at the top, the sides, the bottom. So she's going to be interesting to work with in terms of Photoshop, I think. But I really do like the way they did her art. There's a very big sense of like, oh, I wouldn't want to go anywhere close to her. She looks horrifying. And also reminds me, in this form at least, it reminds me of Kaneki Centipede, which is really neat. I'd love to see her on a team with him and see like their Kagune like wiggling together. I think that'd be real neat. So she is blue, by the way. Why? So we already have Wounded Kaneki as a blue ghoul, and not one green ghoul inside the game in the FES banners. They chose to do another blue for some reason. But we have 10,200 HP, 550 attack, 840 defense, 12 durability, and 12 AP, and 10 durability, with a unique skill of 1.8 times damage to all paralyzed units. That may come into play a little bit later, just possibly. So she gets plus 500 attack, plus 30% guard, plus 5 durability, and 1.6 times her attack on all red units she faces. So she is kind of based around a very... She's one of the best tanks, I would say, in terms of the blue category. So obviously we have Black Reaper in terms of that, but with her 840 defense, just base, 30% guard guaranteed, and having the plus 5 durability, it sets her up to have a really solid all-around character. And before we go ahead and translate her skill, she also has probably one of the fanciest, most beautiful models. One of the most beautiful art models in the entire game. So there's extra pieces of shading on each of the different segments of her Kagune, and they all move in their own ways. And her reaction is her stating to Takizawa that she's going to protect this person. And she curves her Kagune around the side, and it goes right in front of her to like protect her as a shield. It's rad, and the fact they put extra detail into every part of this, and every part of her model, and every part of what she is amazing. I don't know about choosing to have the full mask on her when probably the better thing to do would probably be breaking the mask and having the eye still there. Because I feel like in this game, the idea of having the Kakugan is probably the best thing. Like the units that look the best in terms of like their skill animations and stuff like that are the ones that have their Kakugan activated. Festival Shirazu is an example of that. Kaya has her Kakugan on. It looks fucking rad. So I think it's a missed opportunity to have her have the full mask, but I do get why they did it. And obviously we have the fillers of every single festival banner that's come out so far inside it, including Hairu, Kagune Urie, and every single other character inside the game currently. Holy shit. There's also a thing down here that's like, hey, you actually improve the animations of the characters if you increase their mastery. Like, for example, at, I think this is 60%, Hafukuja Kaneki goes from just having them go around in circles to having full swings with his Kagune, which is neat. I actually didn't know that there was, like, subtle changes throughout. I knew that there was a thing that says attack animation increases, or, like, changes, but I didn't know there was changes on certain percentages as well. That's neat. I'd love to see like a list of each of the different changes that are inside the game currently. Like Hafukuja Kaneki, obviously we noticed that he has the overhead after he gets up to 40%, but what else changes? Here, I'm also going to go ahead and grab a translation of her skill real quick, because I actually am curious as to what that's all about. I haven't gotten the chance to translate it just yet. So I think that at 100%, She gives, I don't know if this is a guaranteed paralysis, but it's a 3-turn paralysis. She buffs herself by 1.75 times and does 1.6 times damage with no actual durability damage on it. I don't know if it's only one swing on her attack, but it actually seems kind of interesting. So she's a no durability damage type of unit, of which is purely based on doing DPS to paralyzed units herself. It seems as if she's also only a single target type of character. She seems really interesting. In terms of her entire kit, she obviously has the attack increase, which is really, really nice. That puts her up to 1550 attack. No, that puts her up to 1050 attack. Sorry. Her default is 550. Right. So that puts her up to 1050 attack. 30 defense with a pretty solid tank on that. Sizable defense and the strength killer. I'd say all in all, she is really solid, but she's definitely not as great in terms of like coverages because we have other blue units that are viable inside the game. And also, so if she has a 1.75 times attack buff, she wouldn't get the benefits that Eto comes to offer right now. Because Eto currently is the best buffer in the game with 2.25 times attack to the entire front row. So the fact that this Hinami replaces that buff just has her get the defense decrease from the Eto thing without any other benefits to it. So it's definitely not going to be as viable as Narukami's status inside the game currently. But if you can find a team with her, if you don't like have Eto, for example, I definitely think that she can be good against the red raids that are around. She'll definitely be one of the best damage dealers on those. I wish she was a green ghoul, because that would honestly make her more viable and would give us some more type coverages in terms of our paralysis teams. Because currently on paralysis, actually I guess we have Shirazu, the Quink's Shirazu, of which is a paralysis synergy here in green. So I guess we do need a blue paralysis synergy. We have Owl in terms of our red. We have Eto in terms of our yellow. We have Quink's Shirazu in terms of our green. This Hinami in terms of a blue now, and Narukami in terms of a second light. So I guess the one that we're missing primarily would be a dark, because I can't think of any... No, I can't think of any paralysis dark units currently. So I guess we are starting to get towards getting a full paralysis team going, and it's making the synergy stronger. Granted, you have to invest in Narukami and her at this point, which is a heavy investment, but she's definitely going to be interesting to see how she works. I'm looking forward to seeing some gameplay to see what her animations are like, because her model is probably the most beautiful in the game. Now... okay, so previously, I did some pulls yesterday over on the New Year's banner here to get another copy of a New Year's unit because I really wanted to get the Haise. Now, unfortunately, I didn't end up getting the Haise, and I'm currently on step 2 to be able to get him, and I have 30 hakka. Now... the smart man in me says to do the second step and get a guaranteed unit. The dumb man in me says to try my luck on the Festival Hinami banner because she's fucking cool. And you know what? I'm going to listen to my gut because I would really appreciate pulling on this right now. Truthfully, I just kind of want to try my luck right now. I've been feeling kind of tired today. Got back from school and had a real delicious dinner, so I'm feeling warm and I'm feeling lucky. So, Festival Hinami, show me the cash money. That is not okay. That is not okay. damn it! I totally should have pulled another one. God fucking damn it. Oh! See, if I at least got an SSR, I could have justified that, but... R.I.P. Unfortunately. I think I'm still fine with that. Because I think I definitely want to try my luck regardless. I'm going to try to get my grinding done for some of these new units. Actually, you know what I would love to do right now? I would love to just play with like a nonsense nothing team. And kind of see what we can do here. Here, let's make some memories. Okay, so what kind of team would be of weird units? And I need to have... So this is currently a green level, so we want to have red units. Definitely want Tatara. I would say we're gonna want this Aogiri Toka, definitely. Light Hinami sounds nice. Juzo sounds... I guess Juzo sounds nice, actually. I've heard good things about him. We'll use Quink's Shirazu. And Light Tsukiyama. Actually... I'm going to swap out Quink's Shirazu for Hinami. Because I feel like that's better. I also just used the Quink's Shirazu over on Global before this, so I'm fine with that. Also, I maxed out Kaya to 100%. The last 20% didn't matter because her unique skill is fucking useless. She does no damage, but she has a 1.8 times killer to humans now, I guess. But I still wanted to get the rainbow on her, so that's nice. I said I would get Kaya to... I said by the end of this, like, current re-invoke war... Also, I'm just going to start this. I said during this current re-invoke war that I wanted to get Kaya to 100%, but then they had dropped Eto, and I started putting all my stimulants into her. But all in all, I would say that that war was extremely fantastic, because if I try and think of, like, how many stimulants I got during that war. So I got Kaya from 60% to 100% now. And I got Eto from 40% to 100% now. So all in all, I got 100 stimulants off of just that 3-week war, which is pretty crazy if you try and think about that shit. Like, that costs a lot. And that is amazing that I was able to get that many during the period. So... that's been nice. I'm definitely going to try and save up from here on out, though. Likely, the plan for right now is to save up 40. Then, perhaps, max out Premium Haise if we don't get any dupes from the tickets today over inside the post-war, like, SSR tickets, because I actually won this one. And then I guess after that, I'll probably... I've been thinking about this a lot, to be honest. I've been trying to think about, like, what the best choice right now for me is in terms of, like, what unit would do the best for me. And I think that Festival Amon honestly might be my next 100% after the Premium Haise. Mostly just because Festival Amon has such a good field presence when he is, like, being used. And also, giving him the extra 4 AP is always helpful. And when he's maxed out, his non-awakened skill gets a 30% guard on it, I believe, which actually could be helpful for trying to make him more viable inside raids. So that's kind of what I've been thinking about. Also, I'm just going to let this go. In terms of what to invest in next. Otherwise, I would try to go for Festival Shirazu. Obviously, because they're awakening units, I probably wouldn't end up investing the pills until I know they would get to 100% from them. And then maybe just save them in case they end up dropping another fucking Eto along the line while I'm trying to grind them up. But, yeah, it's been nice over here on Invoke. The Collect All button was easily the best implementation I have seen so far inside the game. Because, God, it makes the grind so much easier. Being able to just log in, click Collect All, see if you got any quests that you want to grind. Like, during most of the last war, there was the Light Kagune ward, I believe. of which the ghouls were losing for most of the entire war. So I was just able to keep on grinding it out continuously over and over and over and over. And it was easily, like, that is how I got the majority of my points during the last war. It was just one of the most helpful things about it. So I really do appreciate that. That implementation is really nice. I do wish there was other things to spend money on inside the game currently, because I am currently maxed out in terms of it, and I don't think there's any way to spend it, because my dispatches are guaranteed to be 100% all the time now, because my dispatches have gotten so good at this point. Which just, that feels nice to say as well, you know? Not being able to use your money to dispatch is a good thing, because that means that your team is doing the best it can for you. And you gotta believe in them. Also, I'm gonna swap in this Tsukiyama, because, like, he survives pretty well, and I think that that's the category that I want to swap between the two. Also just because Awakening Hinami also is doing some pretty good DPS here. However, Hinami is definitely not going to be the best in the worlds in this circumstance. Go Tsukiyama. Big stab, boys. Nice. Actually felt pretty lackluster. Here, I'm going to do this. Double hit, and... Alright, Tatara, do a big stabby boy. Wiggle. Nice. Alright, we'll pop this as well. I actually need to try and max out these units fully. I don't think that Tatara's maxed out just yet, and definitely not the Light Hinami just yet. It costs quite a bit, and unfortunately my tickets have went majorly toward my dispatches recently, because I kind of went through all of them and re-improved all of them up to 2 out of 3, just because it helps out with my casual use. Ouch. Okay, so Hinami's dead, and I still have... Okay, I still have like a bit. I want to say that's like 15% health left to take down. With no swaps, only premium units, I'm probably not going to have a chance here. You know, this would all be okay if I had Eto's buff, but unfortunately, that would probably just kill this Akira outright. So that's a big rip right there. Let's redo this. Let's rerun this. Give me a run back real quick. I'll improve my team. I'll just put Premium Haise on it and we can easily beat it. That's literally all I need right now. Actually, I have a better idea. Instead of using Premium Haise and being that, like, basic man that always uses the good character, let's instead put 6 stimulants into Birthday Psycho and increase her buff from 1.25 to 1.5 in terms of her attack buff, and just have a good time with it. Her next upgrade is also 1.75, so I mean, that's always nice. She's been sitting at 14% for, I want to say, the better part of I guess like 4 months, and it's kind of been killing me anyway, so that's fine. That is the best possible scenario. I'm actually kind of curious to see if... No, I totally can't buy. I need 5, and I can't afford them. 9 out of 10 is probably fine for right now anyway. Alrighty. Akira, I'm coming back for you. This time with an actual Birthday Psycho to make this world better. Alrighty. You know what? I'm also going to swap out this Juzo for Nutcracker. Want to know why? Because nut. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get some ass kicking done right quick and have a good time. So Birthday Psycho herself is known for being, first of all, the easiest breaker in the world. Once she pops her buff, she then immediately does 1 extra durability damage every time she uses her AP. So if I want to guarantee a break on a turn, I would use that. I'm actually going to pop this right now here. So that's nice. And we're going to use this as an opportunity to get some extra damage done here as well. So 2 durability damage there. And I also have 1 there. We're going to try to get the Hinami to get the break here. So we can try and get some more charge and potentially awaken her. And see how this goes. Okay. So our priority is to get at least 1 skill off with Hinami and see what kind of damage it does after the buff is on her. 7,000's okay. It's not great, but we did our best. And now Tatara is able to do his swing as well. What does he do in terms of his skill post-buff? Does he actually swap out the buff that Birthday Psycho gives? I'm at 1,1600. I don't know if he has around that amount, but we're just going to do this as well. Oh, I actually have to kill you with the skill. That's unfortunate. There's a bit of charge there, but that's okay. Alrighty. Final wave against Akira. Final wave against Akira. And I'm sure this is going to be an adventure. So at least I can guarantee a break here using this strategy. Just by popping that. And I guess I'll just try and get a charge here on... Here's the plan. I'm going to use all of Tatara's AP here. And then Psycho! Hit it! Nice. Good job, Kidster. Let's go ahead and crush the enemy. Ugh. Go, boy. Do that sweet 3 attacks. Hell yeah. We'll swing here with the Hinami as well. And there we go. He's also ready to pop her buff next turn when it is time. So if this Akira gets her durability back, we should be fine. But for right now, easy game. We're actually surviving pretty well here as well. Birthday Psycho is just also known for being pretty... I'd say she's among the tankiest in the game currently. She's definitely up there in terms of survivability. So, that's always nice. And we're gonna just use all the AP of Psycho here. Go all in here and pop Hinami's skill because I believe this is going to get the break fairly easily. And finally, Tatara! Finish off the girl of which has a Chimera Quinque in front of you. Hit it! Good job, dude. I'm proud of you. And there we go. I'm actually surprised he doesn't have a Kakugan here in like his post-battle portrait. I've never actually seen his post-battle. Mostly because he doesn't do enough damage to actually get the final hit on most of the quests we fight, but, you know. There we go. All in all, I'm definitely going to try and max out some more of the premium units that have been around. I actually got the chance to use the Rabbit Mask Ayato to get... I used him to do the 100 million damage I needed to do on the clowns, which was nice. He actually is pretty good at doing mono strength type damage because he has the 1.5 times killer. So he's been nice. He's definitely opened my eyes a little bit more toward the fact that having the like positive typing against enemies is a hell of a lot more important than I was making out previously. I definitely want to try and get a mono blue team going to see how much more damage I can do with that. But all in all, it's been a pretty good time. How far is this Hinami? So she's at 7 out of 10. Definitely going to cost a little bit more of my fancy old common weapon mods to max out some more units. But unfortunately, even if I do put the bell on these characters, it goes away when I transfer it to my phone. So that's kind of why there's nothing on them. Either way, I do believe it is time currently to pop off all of our tickets here. So, we are using 13 gacha tickets, 1 SSR gacha ticket, 13 gacha tickets for dispatching, and 2 SSR gacha tickets for dispatch SSRs. Best case scenario right now, I would love to get my first copy of Eto. I would appreciate being able to get a dupe Haise, or any Queen Squad member really. Mutsuki would also be fantastic. But any unit I get, including all 3 of the units currently on the screen right now, would be amazing. Mostly just because I am trying to collect all the premium units that I have sold off in the past to be able to invest in them, get them to 10 out of 10, and see how they are on raids. So any new unit would be nice for me. That is not okay. Damn it. Alright, we'll pop 3 more here. Watch this. SSR. Nope. A man can dream. Alright. I can guarantee you this is going to be an SSR. Actually, I think that I want a copy of Eto more than I want Haise right now. Mostly just because, like, she's such an lisp it up, man. Okay. She's such an imperative unit right now in terms of the paralysis and bleed synergies, and she works on both of the teams, so I really need to get at least 1 copy of her. So I wouldn't mind it if you want to give me some of that fancy old stuff. I believe in you. That's a CCG. Haise! Amon. Actually, don't mind that, because I don't have a copy of him currently. I will take that. Absolutely. Thank you so much. In that case, I actually get to test out some more of the all red team stuff that I wanted to try out on the Akira raid. Because, like, I've taken it for granted majorly that my team can auto a lot of these quests. But I feel like once the harder content does come out, the typings of characters are going to matter more. So I want to get all of the, like, 1 typing teams completely together and ready for that. Because if there comes out a raid that's all blue units currently, on Invoke, I don't really have a good team for it. Like, obviously, I have the Queen Shirazu, I have Festival Amon, I have Ritoka. But other than that, I'm missing, like, the 3 other units that I would need to actually run. Premium Juzo is one of them that I could run. Orochi is one of them that I could run. So, like, just trying to get that investment ready and good to go sounds like the best plan for me right now. Also, my nose is apparently getting a bit allergy-y, which is nice. Alrighty, so he's currently at 9 out of 10. And what's my box looking like? It's at 241. Well, what if I just press that sweet sell all? But I should probably not do that because they're not locked anymore. Fuck! Why are you guys not locked? Because I had to swap between my mobile device and the actual emulator. Oh, that sucks. That's the whole reason why I want to lock in the first place. But whenever it resets, it sucks the big one. Here. Alright, so we have 13 tickets and then 2 SSR dispatches. Currently, dispatches I'm missing out of this are... I think I have a copy of every single one of them that's inside here. Well, hey, I would love to get dupes of the green Shirazu in the jumpsuit. And with the shaft. R.I.P. Alright. Pop it again. Go, buddy. Damn it. Honestly, the tickets like that, I haven't gotten SSR off of that in, I want to say, like 2 wars, maybe 3 now. Jeez. At least this one's guaranteed. And I would also appreciate if you were to give me another dupe of the Mom Haise. That sweet Maman. That's a CCG. And that is... Shirazu! Every single war I get a copy of him. Dude, he is my boy apparently. He will just come and sit beside me if I'm cooking my meals. Oh, you go, man. I respect it. I like, at least his art also has like the double rock on. Like, it's the coolest. So Oh, and did I just get both units that I talked about just now? I feel like maybe it's listening to me. Maybe this game has like audio features I don't know about just yet. Oh, also, they gave out 6 copies of this Hinami here. Her 100% like unique skill is actually 1.5 times points. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put her all together. Because like, I don't really need to save this up. So having more 100% units definitely works out for me. Perfect. Naturally, as I always say, unless you can guarantee 100% on all your dispatches, always keep as many copies as you can of SSR dispatches. But if it guarantees you 100% each time, just fucking fuse them together. Who cares? Live a little. Get the good points. She actually has some really good links here. 5% info. Is that info? Might be points. 5% something and 10% drops with 10 minutes time actually ain't bad. Good stuff. Also gonna go ahead and max her out. There you go. Perfect. Actually need a lot more books. Hopefully next war I'm on the side where books are actually being lost. We got 5 copies of this Kaneki as well. There's actually a Kaneki from Carnival that Kevin was talking about really enjoying, so we're actually discussing like, oh, New Year's characters coming to Invoke, and this is the one that Kevin called out as the one that he wanted added, so it's rad. 20% dispatch, actually 20% info is pretty incredible for that. Then we have 4 minutes of time down, 4 minutes of time down, coin 10%, which is useless, and 15% drops, which is nice. Definitely gonna try to get them all to 10 or 3 out of 3, I guess, but meh on the coin one at least. I actually might have no, okay. I have SSR Kagunes or Rinkakus of other typings, but I don't think I have any blue. I used them all on Black Reaper, I think. Here, what else do we have in terms of dispatches? That's a lot of Kijimas. Unfortunately, his 100% is a coin down, so I don't really care too much about that. Actually, might just start selling his copies. Oh, on the stream yesterday, we actually pulled some new units in terms of dispatches in this niche key right here. And this Furuta, I actually got a copy of him, which is nice. He doesn't seem to be too special. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and 10% info with a 1.5 times, I don't know. I guess I don't know if this one's points or if this one's outbreaks. It might be outbreaks. Either way, he seems to be all right at 100%. Definitely gonna try and max him out some more later on. All in all, dispatches have been real nice. I actually might max out this Amonta Claus. No, what was it? Amonta Claus Taro. That's what people were calling him. Sure. Actually, I'm down for that. I'm gonna try to max out all of his different copies, I think. He's definitely a helpful dispatch, and he actually has some pretty good links here, especially the time down and the info. But yeah, either way, that is going to be the video for today over here on Tokyo Ghoul Reinvoke. All in all, that war was stressful, but fun, and I'm looking forward to the 2-week war coming up. Definitely going to try to get all the way to 20 million as soon as possible, mostly just because I think for 100 million point wars, it's definitely better to have it be a marathon and slowly grinding the points so you don't get burned out on the game. But for a 20 million point war, I'm going to go all out, crush it in like 2 or 3 days, and then just sit back and relax for the rest of it. I definitely think that I can get that done with my school stuff. And that sounds a hell of a lot better than trying to get blank million per day. So that'll be the plan for right now. Thank you so much for watching, and obviously during off season, this will be the time to finish off your grinding on these S rank quests here. I actually already finished the grinding I had to do over on the S rank Toka. Gotta do the other difficulties here for more hakka, but That's a thing. And also I'm already halfway into grinding the Kaneki here, so fairly easy all around. Obviously just keep the typings that are good against the enemies. I believe this Kaneki was red type, dark type, and then a green type. So just bring someone that's good against all three of them, have them get the durability damage on every 5th hit or 10th hit, and just try and get that done. Obviously, it's honestly not that bad on this one. You just kind of need one good unit of each typing, which I guess is harder over on Rebirth, but on Re-Invoke it's pretty easy to get at least one of each. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, and I will see you guys next time on Tokyo Ghoul Re-Invoke. Bye!